Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's Video Blog. We are Tuesday, December 13th, 2016. Sorry for the look. I'm a bit tired. Yeah, you wouldn't believe that. I slept for almost 8 hours and I'm still tired. Yeah, though to be fair, it's been 14 hours since I woke up, so yeah. But still, like, I slept the whole day. It shouldn't be a problem. So essentially, something that I won't be able to avoid is that one day I'm gonna be so asleep, so tired that when I wake up, I'm gonna be like, nope, fuck that, and just fall back asleep and wake up whenever. And if I wake up and it's 4 in the morning, well, here we go again. I don't stand for waking up that early in the morning. Yeah, but at any rate, I'm going to have to do something before my internship because my internship is probably going to be like a job that starts at 8 a.m. and I won't be able to be like arriving at 8:10 or 8:15 and be like, sorry. No, that's serious business, which means that, yeah, 6 a.m. Awake and probably already with the, the breakfast being digested, if I'm crazy. So it will probably take something like going to sleep at midnight every night, or 11 p.m. Like, it's something that I only do, when I force myself to do it, because I know that the day is going to be a little bit physical and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. to prepare my meal and all that. So I go to sleep at 10:45 and watch the TV until I just and essentially that's something that I don't want to happen. I just want to go in my bed, put the blanket, basically. That won't be possible, if I just say on the day before my internship, after waking up at 6 p.m. saying, yeah, tonight, midnight, in my bed, fuck the police. Now, that will probably take a couple of weeks, when I will first cut off my bad habits of just staying awake all night when there's nothing, that really matters. Like, I can cut off basketball, the NBA and the NFL out of my daily routine because, that's not the kind of sports where I really root for anyone. So yeah, and but if I do the usual thing, yeah, by 1 a.m., 1:30, I should be in my bed. There's still these videos, but during my internship, those videos, I won't do them for like a week or two until I'm really in the, I'm really good with the pace of working every day. So yeah, and after that it will be NXT, 3 a.m. to sleep. Same for Mondays and Tuesdays. The show is over, to my bed, because essentially the thing I do, really, and I'm not proud of that, is that, well, I will stay in front of the computer until I decide that, I guess it's late enough for me to go to sleep. Yesterday it ended up being 8:30 in the morning. It's not good. So yeah. And at one point I will just completely cut off wrestling, from the nights and watch it in the day. At least that'll give me something to do, because that's kind of something I hate when I wake up early in those kind of days, is that there's nothing to do. Even if I decide to do some vacuum cleaning, it takes what, 30 minutes? Wow, fucking wow. What do I do next? Take a nap? Won't help me. So yeah, essentially, if I block off 3 hours, that's a really tough assumption, because Raw is actually only 2 hours and 20 minutes if you cut off all the ads, and SmackDown, there's 205 Live, that's usually 1 hour long, and then there's Talking Smack, that's usually 25-30 minutes long. So yeah, there's still good hour and a half consolidated, and then there's the 40 minutes of SmackDown, so that's still 2 hours. Yeah, so really That's well, I mean that's not a lot, but that's already something. Could watch anime, work on my backlog, but then again, too much anime, ugh, not good. So, but I mean that will be something that I will have to do. I cannot. It's really something that I cannot avoid. Yeah. So let's talk about Marseille getting eliminated in the League Cup by Social on PKs. Um, that's probably the first time that I regret not having the extra time. Like, add 30 minutes to the match, Sochaux, I'm sure that Sochaux would have conceded at least one more goal. They were gassed. They had no fuel in the engine. They were done. The only thing that Marseille failed to do was put the shots on target. And it was a problem since the first half. The other problem was Gomis not running. Ha! But really, I mean, the second half could have been there because the lack of impact of Aaron Leia Iseka. Like, Michi Batshuayi, his big brother, said, he's better than me. I failed to see that. I really failed to see that. Like, I would actually, enjoy a return, even if it's on loan, of Batshuayi to Marseille for the second part of the season, because currently, I mean, he's basically being a bench warmer at Chelsea. And yeah, I mean, last season, despite his kind of shitty second part of season, he still netted in 15 goals. Yeah, not bad, So yeah, I mean, Dora with his Simone Zaza trampling of the ground before his penalty kick. What the fuck are you doing, man? You weren't already being too good during regulation, and then you do that. And yeah, Leia Iseka fucked his penalty kick attempt too. So yeah, good going, dude. First you try to take a plane to Montpellier, and then you eliminate Marseille. Great, wow, I love it. I mean, I'm not the same. I'm not gonna react the same way as some people who say, "Oh, it's the end of the URM Champions project." Like, fuck off. Respect yourself a bit. Like, some people were saying, "Yeah, we're gonna win to Monaco, better than Tottenham," and now they're saying, "Yeah, it's just a shit team. We should be relegated in Ligue 2 as to face teams like Sochaux on a weekly basis because we don't deserve better." Yeah. Fuck you. Really. Fuck off. Fuck right off. Sure, it could be the end of a good dynamic. I do believe that it's only just a speed bump because this match was only 3 days after, well, the Dijon match. It should have taken place on Friday, but then it took place on Saturday. It means that you have to stay in the right mindset for, well, almost 24 more hours, which is, you wouldn't believe that, really complicated. Like, just think about it. You have finals, and suddenly people are telling you, the guys at the university or the school, saying you, actually, we couldn't organize the exams today. We'll have to do that tomorrow. Sure, at first it could look good because, oh boy, one more day to see all my lessons, and then you're like, oh god, I'm just not ready for that kind of commitment. Yeah, so that's essentially that. We'll have to see against Lille. That's all it comes down to. The match against Lille Sunday at 5 p.m. Yeah, it will be at home. It cannot be bad. Then there will be the away match at Bastia to end up the year, and well, after that we only are going to hope that some average to good players are coming to reinforce the team. That's all there is left to hope for. Yeah, not too fond of the current situation, to be quite honest. Anyway, Raw. So Raw. Oh fuck! It was supposed to be the go home show for Roadblock, but it was more about, can the New Day overcome the problems that the shit that they put themselves into, and retain the titles and tie the record of demolition. Well, they did. First, they had the triple threat match against the club. Oh man, just thinking about the club. And Cesaro and Sheamus doesn't make me feel good any better, because Cesaro had an amazing sequence, and then he was held by the ankles just to see Kofi Kingston, I think, get the pin. Yep, that sure is a thing that happened. Yeah, so I really hope that Cesaro and Sheamus are the ones to take the titles from the New Day. I was like, what about the Revival? But at this point, the Revival are never going to debut. Maybe at Roadblock, now I think about it. But yeah, Cesaro and Sheamus should definitely be the one to challenge and take the titles, because, I mean, the New Day are essentially heels, and Cesaro is just as good as it gets. There was the corkscrew springboard uppercut, and then there was the 619. I won't go as far as saying the Swiss 19, because I'm not some kind of shit punny man like the ones on the commentary team. And then he stomped on people, swing and hold. I think it was Carl Anderson to have Sheamus bro kick him, and then they don't win. What gives? And the worst thing about the finish of the first match was that it really was the same finish for the second match. Rollins does the most of the job, gets held by the ankles. Woods wins, gets the pin, and the New Day retain. So yeah, was there a second match? Because during their party, they bukakade Stephanie with some champagne, so they were putting another match. First, it was only supposed to be the New Day versus Jerry KO, but then it was they had Rollins and Reigns at it because of the shit on the Rollins report, because the Rollins report is still a thing. So yeah, then there was Braun Strowman winning pretty easily against Curtis Axel, and yeah, Sami Zayn pissed, obviously, because he wanted to be the one to have a match against Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman was made aware of that by saying, yeah, essentially it's the same. Curtis Axel, Sami Zayn, all the same, small guys with beards. So yeah, Sami Zayn was once again trying to convince Mick Foley to give him a match, or he threatened to move to SmackDown, and then Mick Foley was like, well, fucking move to SmackDown. What do you want me to tell you? And yeah, he actually said that he would call Daniel Bryan, and yeah, it was something in the ring after Sami Zayn won against Jinder Mahal. Yeah, Jinder Mahal, the one who won a Raw contract by beating Heath Slater. Fat looked good that made him, huh? So yeah, Sami Zayn was in the ring, tried to push some more for the match, but then oh, you're going to be traded off for Eva Marie, which sounded like a very sound choice. Like, Eva Marie has been sporting the red for so long, you almost don't understand how she ended up on the Blue show. So yeah, after that he said, but I really want to know, do you want to be traded off? And Sami Zayn was like, no, I want to have a match with Braun Strowman. That's the kind of rage I want from you. Yeah, the same kind of rage he has displayed last 2 fucking weeks. Thanks, Mick. You are really a great general manager. I mean, there's literally nothing new to Sami Zayn's rage this week in this very segment. That there's nothing in there that wasn't there in any of his previous altercations with Mick Foley, and yet it was this time that it was the good one. So Sami Zayn is facing Braun Strowman at Roadblock, and he's probably gonna lose, because that kind of build-up never really fares well for the good guy. Anyway, then there was some stuff. Oh boy, with the cruiserweights. Lince Dorado, I think it was his debut match actually in Raw, on Raw against Aria Daivari. It's a really complicated name to say. And the match ended after a very gentlemanly interference by Jack Gallagher. Like, he arrived, made a full entrance, announced that he was going to interfere in the match because our Daivari is a scoundrel, and he was going to give him a thorough thrashing. Nice alliteration there. So, yeah, essentially, Gallagher interfered in the match. Wasn't really a run-in. You cannot say that it was a run-in. Lince Dorado lost his debut match on the disqualification. Then there was TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick, because they are both part of a triple threat this Sunday for the Cruiserweight title. TJ Perkins lost to Brian Kendrick. Yeah, that happened. But it wasn't a bad match. Yeah, it was a pretty good match. And there was Alicia Fox versus Bailey, because, I mean, she's still pissed, but at least this time she was like, but it was a fluke win. But, and again, you still lost. So, yeah, that's 2 fluke wins. What else was there? Rusev was confronted by Big Cass. Like, Big Cass was like, I wear the pants, where he was only wearing trunks. And landed a few punches on Rusev. And then Rusev did some himself and ran off the ring. Yup, that also happened. And what else was there? Was, some stuff about because Sasha Banks and Charlotte are once again facing each other for the title at Roadblock in a Iron Woman match. 3 minutes. Made a big old, huge deal out of it. Like, yeah, sure thing. As if that hadn't already been done on NXT. So, yeah, essentially didn't feel like a go-home show, which is always a bit bad, but then again, Raw can do go-home shows, so why would we care? Or why should we care, really? Yeah. But it wasn't bad, it just didn't feel like the focus was on the right things. Yeah, so anyway, is Roman Reigns going to take the title after his huge show of dominance over Kevin Owens? Like, he speared him, and when Jericho left him, and he was like, haha, I have your belt now. That's how the show ended. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I mean, everything could happen. Is Kevin Owens gonna hold 2 belts? Pff, yeah, why not? Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.